So it looks like we're finally getting Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall, guys. It looks like Dana White is going to announce this any day now. Yeah, I'm just kidding, guys. Jon Jones just totally crashed out on Instagram Live, and we are farther from this fight ever happening. Remember there was a time where we were actually optimistic about this thing? Jon Jones really made a sequel to Where's the Spray Can?
Give me the spray can. Give me the spray can.
It's not the way, man.
Spray can.
I ain't doing nothing.
Give me the spray can.
Jon Jones is going viral now after, you know, seemingly crashing out on Instagram Live. Like, this guy, he went live in the middle of the night, and we're going to break it down in a second, guys.
Another dad. You just want to kill him.
Jon Jones also put up his first social media post since this weird live stream. We're going to break it down because it's just as puzzling. But what does it say about the Jon Jones-Tom Aspinall fight, right? Does that mean that this fight is off the table, to be honest? Yeah, like, this is pretty much, like, done deal. We are far from this fight. It is probably never happening. Like, give up your hopes at this point. Also, I'm doing a live Q&A at 4 p.m. Eastern, so comment any questions you guys want to ask me. Anything is on the table. At the end of the year, it is going to be now 2 years since Tom Aspinall was the interim champion, right? And at this point, it's already stupid. We should have already probably stripped Jon Jones, and if he was anybody else, he would have gotten stripped, right? Let's just be honest. He's using his, you know, kind of superstar, you know, privileges to get away with this. And we have heard basically nothing, right? I mean, we've seen Dana White go from, you know, guaranteeing the fight 100%.
Would you guarantee 100% we see that fight?
Yeah. I'll say 100%.
To saying the fight's probably going to happen, to then, you know, seemingly talking about the heavyweight division, moving on from Jon Jones.
100%. Listen, if we don't get the fight done, we move on and we make another fight.
And we talked about these updates as they were going on, right? But Jon Jones has been pretty quiet, and I had mentioned this. I had been saying for a while. Obviously, he posted that bait that was, you know, really just a sponsor for, like, something about, like, protecting patients from health insurance. Like, I don't even know.
My next opponent will be the American healthcare system.
And I said, look, it could be one of two things. Number one, maybe there is a fight deal going down. Maybe there are negotiations taking place and we could actually expect some good news soon. Or secondly, and more likely, Jon Jones is not going to fight Tom Aspinall, and we should probably be very worried. And the worry of the general public, the UFC fan base, yeah, it is now at an all-time high, as last night, Jon Jones, he went on Instagram Live, I believe like 2:37 a.m. in the morning, I'm not sure what time zone, and seemed clearly drunk, clearly, you know, stumbling upon his words, making threatening statements, which kind of lines up with past allegations.
On a trip. You get pissed off, disappointed. Another dad. You just want to kill him.
So in this video, Jon Jones is talking about a trip. I'm not sure. I guess maybe he came back from somewhere. I tried looking up online, seeing if he came from anywhere or if he was doing any seminars like he was doing in Australia at one point. No, he wasn't anywhere to my knowledge, but I assume he probably was, you know, somewhere doing some sort of business. And he's just saying, look, you know, he's on a trip and it's upsetting. Something about, you know, being a dad that makes him even more upset. So I'm not sure what happened. My guess, if I were to take a guess, not that I know anything about the Jones family business, because that is a horror story I do not want to know. My guess is he probably came home from a trip, probably, you know, got into an argument maybe with his spouse or his fiance, I guess, or his, you know, more likely his daughters. And look, if you're someone like Jon Jones that's constantly away, let's be honest, I mean, his whole, you know, probably his whole kid's childhood, right? He's in training camp, right? And obviously, I'm not here to diss. If people gotta work, whatever, I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying, this seems like to me, maybe he feels some sort of guilt about being away and there's some sort of fight going on. Maybe his kid started acting up. Maybe his fiance blamed him for being away. I don't know. At this point, I'm just taking so many guesses. Now, I've seen a lot of people suggest that Jon Jones could have ended the live stream because he was about to cry. And look, I mean, I think this is, you know, a fair reason, simply for the fact that I think Jon Jones only wants to be seen crying when he wants to get away with something that he did. But overall, it was a disturbing live stream, and Jon Jones went back on social media just like nothing happened, and once again is ducking Tom Aspinall, posting on his Instagram story a graphic of him and Alex Pereira facing off, and Alex basically calling out Jon Jones. Obviously, this has been the fight that Jon Jones has wanted for a while. Alex Pereira, he's been saying pretty much for the past 6 months, that's a fight he wants, and let's be honest, it's because stylistically, that's the easier matchup. Alex Pereira is going up in weight, right? Alex also doesn't have the wrestling that Jon Jones has, and Jon Jones has more experience. I mean, the list goes on with the advantages that Jon Jones would have over Pereira. But when you look at a guy like Tom Aspinall, I mean, he is bigger than Jon Jones. He is used to being a heavyweight. He has more experience in that weight class. That could make for a big deal, and let alone any of that, the matchup is amazing because, look, Tom Aspinall has been killing everybody at heavyweight. Curtis Blade, Sergey Pavlovich, the list goes on. He has great boxing, great striking, but not just that, he has a great ground game, right? I don't think we're going to see Jon Jones, dominate Tom Aspinall on the ground. Do I believe Jon Jones could potentially control Tom? Maybe. I mean, those are all questions that we legitimately have to see. I just don't believe he'd be able to for a long period of the fight. And I know everybody's looking at this live stream, including myself, thinking, yeah, we are far from this Tom Aspinall fight, but there is one positive takeaway. It's the fact that, look, Jon Jones hasn't fought since November, and it seems like, not just Jon Jones, but really a lot of UFC fighters and fighters in general, when they're not fighting, that is when they get into trouble. And Jon Jones is the same way. I mean, remember when he was in Las Vegas and got arrested for allegedly hitting his fiance?
I fucking hate you. I hate you.
He wasn't fighting in that time. That was the time he was trying to bulk up to heavyweight. And it's literally only been 4 months. I mean, can Jon Jones really go this long not fighting? I mean, is his competitive itch that bad? Does he need to have a fight date as a goal in order to move forward? Or is he okay with retiring? I mean, I don't have no idea. For all we know, the Jon Jones retirement thing could be a total bluff just because he wants an Alex Pereira fight or an easier fight or more money, whatever the case is. And that's me being deadly optimistic because I think most likely, yeah, we are seeing Jon Jones really spiral out. I mean, granted, look, Jon Jones is known for drinking. He's known for partying. He's known for, having very bad, embarrassing moments. And he's bounced back. He's come back and win fights. I mean, he's never lost in his career. So while I think this is bad news and probably a sign that the negotiations between the UFC and Jon Jones aren't going so well, I'd say let's hold off. Let's just hope for the best. And yeah, I mean, I'm just at this point less than 10% positive that this fight is going to happen. Later today, I'm going to be live, so go check that out at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best fan base in MMA. Check out my last video where I talked about the Jackson podcast apology for that Bryce Mitchell episode. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.